Hi, I'm Ken. I'm with the North Shore Senior Center, and I'm here talking to Sue Keenest of the Bothell Historical Society, and we're in the Bothell Historical Museum. Sue, how did this all come about?
Well, we're sitting in the W.A. Hannon House, which was moved to the Park of Bothell Landing, along with 3 other buildings in the Park of Bothell Landing. They all belong to the city of Bothell, or the citizens of Bothell. And the Bothell Museum is in charge of maintaining the interiors of the museum. So we have a one-room schoolhouse and a log cabin and this 2-story house that's was owned by a merchant who lived on Main Street in this house and had his store on Main Street. So we're a nonprofit organization, all volunteers, and we were incorporated in 1969.
Oh, that's a long time.
So we're still going.
And you've been with this organization from the start.
Well, not right from the start. I did not start it, but I came 4 or 5 years after that. And so I've been involved in a lot of the historical aspects of it, which is, teaching people about the history of Bothell, lots of educational outreach programs to the schools, and just enjoying teaching people about the history.
That's great. Now, in September, the Greater Bothell Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring this Bothell Senior Day.
Yep.
And the Society does a great job of the tour of Main Street. Can you tell us how that came about and what your experience has been with that?
Well, because it was about seniors, and not that the Historical Society is all about seniors, but we are about history. So this will be the 3rd year that I'm going down there, and I just kind of made up things. I said, what could I do that would... They have lots of things, music, booths, things for seniors. And I thought, well, maybe the seniors would enjoy a tour of Main Street. So it's just 1 block long that I do a tour down one side and up the other. And I explain the buildings and who used to run a store there. For instance, one of the stores, Patty Murray's father owned the dime store.
Really?
And Patty Murray worked at the dime store. Just little things like that. And so I do these tours. We also have a walking tour guide that is more than just Main Street. This includes the University of Washington, Cascadia, goes from the Bothell Cemetery to the Park of Bothell Landing. So I hand these out to everybody for their education. And then this year I'm going to add, I must tell you, I decided to put a great big hat on because people will say, well, where's the tour start? Where is it? And so the guy with the announcer says, well, it's that lady right over there with the hat. And then I wave at him. And it's not like it's 30 people going on a tour. It's 5 or 6. And we get real, you can ask lots of questions, and that's fun. So that's how I started doing it. We also have large posters of scenes from Bothell, including Main Street and some of the characters that lived in town. And so everybody's buzzing and talking about those. Similar to the ones at the Wellness Center.
Yeah, I mean, the pictures at the Wellness Center are very interesting. When we give tours, we see the seniors, they look at those pictures and they just chuckle and they just remember great times. But you also do some work with the Preservation Board, don't you?
Yes, I was on the Preservation Board years ago, and we started this book, the Then and Now book. The Preservation Board does something different than the Historical Museum. They're more interested in, and their duties are to identify and preserve, if they can, historical buildings and put things on the local register. So that's what the Landmarks Board does.
Oh, I see. So you people work closely together, too.
Yes, and they're down at Senior Day, too. They're selling their book, and they have little medallions, and And all that money goes to another school out at Thrasher's Corner, North Creek School.
Oh, I see. You know, I tell you, I would encourage people to get that book.
Yes,
It's fantastic. I've seen the book. It's amazing.
it is.
Especially when you look at then and now.
Right.
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 It's
And
very
some of them
interesting.
are exactly the same, very few, and some of them are drastically different, but you can't save everything. But it's just nice to know.
Well, you can try. You know, I mean, it's interesting when you start looking at what's been preserved and what's been old.
Right.
Sometimes the new architecture leaves something to be desired.
Right. But you know what's so funny about that is all of a sudden mid-century, 1950, is historical.
Really?
So, well, sure, to some people it's very historical, and we don't collect those kinds of things, but we need to preserve. We have some buildings on Main Street that are from that era. So it's all in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, I suppose so. And, well, you know what? I mean, Bothell Senior Day is coming up in September. And what I would encourage people to take this tour. From what you've told me and the little stories that you've told me about historical Bothell,
Secrets.
It's pretty exciting.
No ghost stories, but there are secrets that people don't know about, and so we try to expand that.
Oh, I was going to say, do you tell people to do that, huh?
Yes.
Well, listen, I want to encourage everybody to partake in Bothell Senior Day, and especially the Main Street tour. And Sue, thank you very much for telling us what's going on.
Just one more thing I'd like to mention. The museum is closed right now because of the road construction, but this summer the log cabin and the school will be open to the public on Sundays, July and August, 1 to 4. And I encourage people to come down and visit us. It's great fun going through the buildings.
Yeah, that's great. And we encourage everybody to take part in Bothell Senior Day and take the tour. And from what Sue has told me about it, you're going to love it. See you there.
See you there.